First play, and Wilson wants to throw it. Emmanuel Ogbah. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. Now Wilson back into his end zone. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line, he provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. On play action, they'll throw. Out to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. There's the former Chief, man they watched for years, Tyreek Hill. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And a nice gain at 21 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Again, he'll drop to throw. They complete it to Hill. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. Back to throw again. Forced out to his left. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, I came into this game eager to see how they would hold up in man coverage. And on that play, they held up quite well.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the 1st quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. To throw again is Wilson. Catch is made by Hardman. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Bradley Chubb charges in there hard and drops him for a loss of 12 from that outside linebacker position. On 2nd and goal. Wilson. And the pressure gets to him again. Bradley Chubb, now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. He will be brought down well shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Throwing is Wilson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. And a loose football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start, but that's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down the defense, but you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you heard.
Here's 2nd and 8. He's left with no option here but to throw it away. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. That was Nick Bolton rushing in and burying him behind the line. So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Still searching for that first breakthrough, and I thought this might be it. But it's not to be, and we're still scoreless.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And this one too low.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson, slant route, that's complete to Travis Kelce. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And that is incomplete. The Chiefs had 5 and 11 on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw here complete to Kelce. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdes-Scantling. From the 2, here's 1st and goal. Throwing again here, Wilson. And they finally catch up to him and take him down. Jeez, where was he going? A huge loss there. Bradley Chubb able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. 2nd down and goal. Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and take it to the house for a Miami touchdown. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this is caught in the end zone. So how about that for a statement? They get 2 instead of 1 on the fake, and it's an 8-0 ball game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now Wilson on first down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Emmanuel Ogbah. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. And these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
If they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop him with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson under pressure again, and down he goes again. Emmanuel Ogbah dropping him for the 2nd straight play. Might want to think about blocking him here on 3rd down. So certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Final play of the half. It's Wilson taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he still brings it in off the tip here on the deep shot. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Throwing again on second down. Wilson. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
4th down, here's Wilson. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs.
On the double.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. Emmanuel Ogbah. My goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Wilson. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. So from back deep in their home territory, all the way into the end zone. Do you think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance because the normal call is take care of the football.
Be safe.
Be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the... Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before?
And now he's going to go down. A big sack, and they're unable to tie it.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
A third quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe first or second, you don't. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to I don't like to chase a lot of points, but I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. That's caught by the Notre Dame man. It's Durham Smythe. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Looking to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
They'll try and throw for it here. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. 1st and 10. It's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. On 2nd and a long way to go. Wilson. The Dolphins get there this time and they bring him down. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the Chiefs are right back in this football game. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw. Because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw is Wilson. And this one is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And he is going to have the Chiefs first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. From the gun, it's Wilson. On the slant, he's got Hardman. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 42-yard line. Wilson's throw into the hands here of Hardman. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Wilson will throw again. Open on the left side. This is Valdes-Scantling. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. My word, it'll be nothing short of a monstrous loss on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
When you get that close to the goal line, you can't give up yardage that easily. You might have just given up a great opportunity to score 6 points.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is caught at the 20. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he is going to lose yardage here. A huge loss on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, you remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt.
He forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins have just about sewn up this football game. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And boy, he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And it won't count for 6. He's brought down, but inside the 5. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, meaning taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. My goodness, it'll be a disastrous loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Now Wilson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Complete. Valdes-Scantling. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for 4th down. Wilson to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Looked like it might have been intercepted, but he's out of bounds. And a good thing, too, probably. That would have cost him yardage. And now they'll get the ball back on the turnover on downs. That one looks like he'll throw here. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 41. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
A pass complete downfield. It's Valdes-Scantling. What a game we were treated to in this one. And then on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered a loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting into midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So for the Dolphins, they end the season on a high note, but it's a season that will see them finish just 4-13 overall.
I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, on my own. Get my way up, get my go. If I touch it, then it's cold. I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, on my own. Get my way up, get my go. If I touch it, then it's cold. For the bank and they know I'm impressive. He wanna talk, but he not on the schedule. I ain't taking no from my boy heavy. I'm the best and you heard what I said. Spend all the money, I'm dripping, it's spouting. Got on it, then it's dripping like water. Teaching but I don't have a daughter. I know me, I can pick up when I call it. Working big and it don't hurt the break, cause I'ma always do it how I wanna do it. Every time he lead a know he missed the know I got him running to it. I'ma need to pull the mail before we talk it that I'm waking up and thumbing through it. Running like a running do it.